My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. As it stands right now, there are cells all around me. I'm hearing thunder from every direction. Here in a few minutes, we'll be going off trail and we will be searching for the trail cameras that I've put up here in the forest. This is the final episode of the search for Bigfoot. It has been almost a month since I was out here last. And I have to say, everyone, I am excited to find out what is on those trail cams, if anything. It's getting closer. Luckily, I'm in the forest, my friends. I'm protected by the trees. Okay, what I need to do here is open up my GPS app so I can go to the locations where I've placed the cameras. Hopefully you all can see that, but I have the 4 locations there. I also have some additional spots that I've marked on this map. As I go searching for the cameras, I do have a few points that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my experiences here at this location. I'm going to talk about the theories that have been proposed by you all. I'm going to talk about some of the evidence that viewers have sent in based upon the previous episodes that I've put up. Just in case you haven't been following the series, this is part 3. There is a part 1, which I go into a lot of detail about the experiences that I've had here. In part 2, I came out, I set up some trail cameras. This is part 3, and in this episode, we're getting those trail cameras. We're going to see what's on there, if anything. I guess I should say this, I hope to get the trail cameras. I can't imagine that somebody would actually come out here because this is out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows where this is at. This really is a secret gem, but hey, anything's possible. We do have black bear in the area, and they've been known to eat a trail camera or two, so who knows. All right, let's begin the hike to the first camera. It looks like it's straight ahead. Hopefully, I'll find these trail cameras before a really strong storm hits. As far as the temperature goes today, it is perfect. Up here, we're about 5,500 feet. It's about 58 degrees. Feels good. Something has been through here. There's a piece of moss. It's been torn off. It's laying in an odd spot. It's just a sign that something's out here. As I mentioned in the previous episodes, we have quite a few predators out here. Bears, bobcats, the occasional mountain lion. Some say the occasional wolf, but I've never seen one myself. Plus, we have a ton of deer, lots of turkeys. Those aren't predators, of course, but we've actually missed the camera by just a bit. It should be over here. There are so many paths through this forest. Some of these are game trails. Some of these are water passages. The GPS says I should be right at it. And there it is, right there. Okay. The memory card's in it, that's good. Says there's 84 clips in total. Okay, well, let's stop there. Let's grab another camera. Hopefully we can find it. Camera number 2 is up here on the mountain. Let's now head towards it. I do need to say again that I'm a Bigfoot skeptic, but I'm open-minded enough to hear people out. And let me tell you what, since I started this series, I've heard from a lot of people. So many people, in fact, that I'm more confident than ever that Bigfoot does not exist. And I will explain why that is shortly. With that being said though, I have talked to quite a few level-headed individuals, and I believe that some of these people have experienced something. Out of the thousands of emails that I've received about Bigfoot, Sharon and Jim are the only two who have written in and just like absolutely lost it. I mentioned in the previous episode in part 2, if there is a Bigfoot, more than likely, it's not a spirit, it's not a demon, it's some sort of creature, some sort of animal. To me, that makes sense. If you're going to say that it's a supernatural spirit or entity or something, you remove the ability to reason with people. If something has special powers, and that's why it can't be seen, you can never argue whether it exists or not. I will have to say that Jim was the most interesting character that I spoke to. He became really, really nasty. It was interesting. He got mad that I said that it wasn't a spirit or something. He started talking about like religion, and he went on to rip me a new one and basically showed me that he had no concept of what his religion was. It's really bizarre. And to be honest, I find that sort of stuff funny. It is what it is. I've stated it before, and I'll state it again. One thing that I don't do is argue with stupid. I'm never going to argue dumb, pointless things. I'm just not going to. As I'm going through here, folks, I'm looking at the ground, I'm looking for signs, but I'm not reporting on them. If I see a gigantic footprint, I'll let you know, or something like really interesting. The focus of this episode is to find those cameras, to see if there's anything on there. there were a lot of people who were trying to give me reasons why Bigfoot could not be captured on a trail camera. Some people were saying they can't be captured by cameras in general. And every single one of these reasons went to something paranormal. This camera is around here somewhere. It is very, very close. Ah, right there you have it. Trail camera number 2. Let's fire this up. 56 captures. Where is the next camera? Let's look that up. What I have here is a piece of quartz. Now, that is one of the big mysteries for this area. What is this quartz all about? There were quite a few theories. There's not one theory that really answers the question of like why it's here. Partially yes, fully no. The thing is this, quartz is not commonly found on this mountain. It's a rarity. This mountain is covered in iron. Additionally, the quartz only seems to be on one side of one mountain. That makes it strange. There were theories about animals consuming them to help with digestion. That's a good theory, but why only quartz? Why nothing else? Also, where did they get it? That's one of those mysteries that will have to be solved another day. The next trail camera is right around here somewhere. It's incredible how dense this forest is and how quickly it changes. I saw that I had a number of questions about the placement of the cameras and why I did them so low. That's Trail Cams 101 right there for you. You place them down low so that they stay out of the line of sight. You either place them up high or down low. Unfortunately on this one you can't see what's on it, so there's no telling. We have one more camera to find. The final camera is going to be down here. Somewhere. I do want to say one more time that I'm sharing with you all my thoughts. You may see things differently, and that's okay. It's important to be able to have open discussions with people, to be able to disagree about things and not flip out. Okay, the last camera should be up here. The thunder is picking up. It looks like there have been 26 entries. Here in a moment, my friends, the coffee will be ready. It's a perfect afternoon. Cool, comfortable, raining. Thunder's in the distance. Gotta love it. In total, we've been investigating this area for a few months now. The cameras were out here for about a month. And in the end, I'm going to share with you all my thoughts about this place and whether or not I believe Bigfoot is out here. The answer is no. I do not believe Bigfoot is out here. What I believe that I have experienced is a black bear. In the very first episode of the search for Bigfoot, we came across a big, large pile of bear scat. And I do believe that is what I've experienced out here. A year ago or so, when I was coming out here for a camping trip and I startled something and it burst through the woods, it was more than likely a black bear. The yelling sound, the grunting sound that I heard, it could have been a bear. I really don't know, to be honest. The thing is about the forest, animals make strange noises. Things go bump in the night, that's just how it is. The quartz rock that I found is definitely weird, and I can't explain it. I have no idea what that's doing out here. Maybe there's a vein of quartz in that area, and like the trees that are falling down are somehow bringing it up. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Oh yeah, it's hot and nasty, just the way I like it. By the way, everyone, we should talk about the evidence that some viewers have sent in from this location. So I've had maybe 10 or 12 viewers basically going over all of the footage that I've shown from this location over the last couple of years. And with those 12 individuals, they believe they've found some evidence that Bigfoot is here. Now, I've gone through all of their evidence and I personally do not see it. I've had individuals send in photos from this area, like super zoomed in, like 10,000%, and it's just dark blobs. Some have mistaken stumps for being Bigfoot. And one individual, he sent me some photos of faces. This individual stated that these faces came from one of the Search for Bigfoot episodes. I asked him about that photo, and I asked him to state what video and give me the timestamp, and the individual could not do it. Unfortunately, you have people out there who are willing to fake things, who are willing to do anything to prove that Bigfoot exists, and I'm not saying that he doesn't. All that I can say is that I don't think he's here. At the end of this episode, I will show every single photo on the screen, and if there's anything there, you will see it. Again, everyone, I'm not trying to prove the point that I'm right or that other people are wrong. To me, that doesn't matter. If there's something out here, I want to see it. If Bigfoot exists in this area, I want to see it. There's nothing in this forest that leads me to believe that Bigfoot is out here. I could be wrong, right? I'm open-minded. Speaking of which, I'm open-minded. If you have some evidence, show it to me. Out of the thousands and thousands of people that I've spoken to after putting up these episodes, not a single person can provide any evidence. Not a single piece of evidence. And I think that's a real shame. If you feel that you have some evidence to share, feel free to email me. I will not share it with anyone else. I may tell you that I disagree with your assessment, but hey, that's how it goes. That's life. People disagree. I mentioned at the beginning of this episode that I've heard from so many people, and that leads me to believe that Bigfoot does not exist. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I have spoken to people literally all around the world in so many countries, and these viewers feel like they've had a Bigfoot experience. A scientist will tell you that there's a big problem with this, because if there's that many people having experiences with Bigfoot, then why can't Bigfoot be found? Why can't a picture be captured? If that many people have had experiences and no evidence has been captured, it leads me to believe there's something else going on. And in my opinion, it is the human imagination. When humans become startled, when they're in fear, there's a wide range of actions that begin taking place within inside of the body. All sorts of chemical reactions, hormone levels fluctuate, and the mind races. And very easily, it's possible for one to have an experience that may not actually be taking place the way that they think it is. That is what I personally believe is taking place, and if you feel differently, that's okay. Comment down below, share your thoughts. Again, this episode, this series is not about changing anyone's mind. It was all about seeing what's out here in the forest. Already we know there's a black bear coming through the area. I don't know how frequent that bear is coming through the area, but we have found the bear scat. We know for a fact that there's deer out here. We know for a fact that there's coyotes out here. I've heard bobcats out here. There's foxes out here. We've heard them and seen them as well. The one thing that I believe that we haven't seen and haven't heard and haven't captured on camera is Bigfoot. And that, my friends, is where I'm going to end this episode. Coming up here in about 10 seconds, I will be showing all of the photos taken here in the green forest. Let's see what was on those trail cams after they were left out here for about a month. I want to thank you all for being so cool, so level-headed. Those that believe in it, those that don't, everyone really has gotten along very nicely, and I appreciate it. Also, I want to thank you all for making these some of the most popular Bigfoot videos on YouTube. I do appreciate it. So, folks, take care, be well, strength and honor. I am looking forward to coming back out here to do some camping. And if we have some experiences, we'll have them together. Bye, folks. Bye for now.